Hey, Chris, this is Elliot, and man, just what a wonderful evening, and to catch up with so many old friends, especially your parents and your brother and your sister and everybody else that I've known for so long and whatnot. It's probably going to take you a couple hours to get through all those cards. However, as an aside, you have really, I think, impressed dozens and dozens of people with what you've been through the last 3 years and the way you've conducted yourself. It certainly has made me feel a lot better, having lost Kay and whatnot, to know that your attitude and whatnot is just marvelous, and we love you. Happy birthday.
I'm Eduardo Longoria, and I steward a wellness community center, Casa de Luz. And thanks to Chris, for the last 10 years, Casa de Luz has been able to stay open. Chris changed the parking requirements for the city, proving himself right and Casa de Luz right after all these years. Aside from Chris's heroic defending Casa de Luz to stay open, Chris is a man to emulate. I so admire his level of integrity, his ability to just lead by in this quiet sort of way. It makes him so powerful. We love Chris. Happy birthday. Big hugs to everyone.
Chris Stewart, Harry Hirsch, happy birthday to you. Thanks for letting me participate in your campaigns, both successful and unsuccessful, and all your support at the Planning Commission over the years and the conversations we had. And I really appreciate the fact that you allowed me to be part of your life, and hope that you continue to be able to do what you want to do in the way that you want to do it. Take care.
Chris, my dear friend, I want to wish you the happiest birthday in the world. You're surrounded with friends and loved ones and people that care a great deal about you, and I hope that it lifts your spirits very high. You're a wonderful, wonderful person, and I'm very honored to include you as a friend of my life. Best wishes for a very happy birthday.
Okay, I think this is working. Hello, Chris. Happy birthday, if this camera's actually working. This is a great party. It's great to be here. I've known you so long, since 1970, since in Mrs. Brooks' class, and this is a great party. Thanks for bringing us all together. Bye.
Hi, Chris. It's Mary Elizabeth, and George is over there. And I just want to tell you that you're a hero of mine. And I know I've told you that before, but you really are. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't ride my bike so much, because I don't want to get run over, and because I wouldn't know how to find my way around town. But you made it easy, and I adore you. So I love you. Happy birthday.
Hi, Chris. George Cofer. I really appreciated your story about Brian Rogers. So I sat down next to a Statesman reporter 100 years ago at a water conference, and the Statesman reporter says, "So, George, what do you think? Does Gonzalo, is he going to get that bill passed?" It was an excellent bill about conserving the hill country. And I said, "No, I don't think Gonzalo has the chips to do that." That was the headline on the Statesman the next day. My landline phone lit up at 6 a.m. with Richard Hamner, the senator's aide, screaming at me. So I do have learned not to talk to the media, even when I think I'm okay. That was meant to be a funny story. Chris, we love you. Take care. And I echo what Mary Elizabeth said. Riding our bikes, it's just a different world because of you. Thank you.
But wait, Chris, one more thing. I found these on the table, and I like M&Ms. Can I have these? I'm going to take some of them. That's all. I love you. Bye.
Chris, Ron Gerling, how cool it is to be sitting here in your house. It's so beautiful. You've done a beautiful job with this place. And I love the old books, the trunk. So I'm so happy it worked out for me to come in. Just to catch up a little bit, I've been out in San Francisco now for almost 20 years. My husband and I finally got married
we've been together for about 14 years. We finally got married, a year and a half ago. And I was telling him about you and some of the stories of us and how we met in first grade. And you and I and David used to hang out so much. So many stories. I drove by y'all's old house just to sort of remember some of them. But yeah, life is pretty good. I'm looking at retiring into this year. I want to work on my house. I want to get my house looking as nice as yours does. I want to put up some crown molding and other things. Our house was built in 1895. It survived the San Francisco fire of 1906 by about a block and a half. The fire came that close. So it's got a lot of old woodwork like this, and I've dreamed about restoring it. So I'll be doing that, and I'm going to do some camping and fishing, and I'm also going to spend some time just getting in my car, driving around the country, and seeing old friends, kind of reconnecting with people. So super excited about that. So thanks for having a really nice party. I'm seeing a lot of people. It's so good to see your mom and dad after all these years, and Michael, he looks great. Michael looks great, and Kenny's talking about the old Who concert he went to all those years ago. And I haven't seen Joan yet, but I'm going to walk out on the porch and say hello to her now. So thanks for having the party, Chris. So good to see you tonight. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey. Hey, Chris. Just want to tell you what an interesting week it has been for me as a person who's known you since 1986. I feel like I've learned so much about you this week, and it just makes me respect you and care about you even more than I already did. I really appreciate how you are handling this phase of your life, and love you lots. Thanks for letting me be a part of this phase. You're the best.
I understand this is the organizing committee for Bike Lanes in Heaven, headed up by Chris Riley. Want to make sure we have very clear and defendable bike lanes in heaven. Miss you, Chris. Jim Ellinger.
I'm just so thankful to have had you as a neighbor, someone to work together on getting more people downtown, on bike lanes, on parking mandates, on everything that we've had the fun to work together on. I think about you every time that I ride with my daughter on the bike master planned bike routes up in Anderson Mill. Think about you every time I see a low parked building, and every time I see the skyline downtown. So I really love all the time that we got to work together on all of the issues that we did. And I know that, I've talked to my friends who have come into working on things for the last 5 years, and they, really look up to your legacy, even though they didn't get the chance to know you the way that I did. And so I'm just so thankful that I got to work with you. Love you. Bye.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Can you say what your name is?
Oma.
Say happy birthday one more time.
Hi, Chris. It's Lori Martin, wishing you a very happy 60th birthday. I'm so proud of everything you've done for our city, and you are a loved and lauded person. My best to you always. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Well, you have to hold a candle, okay. You have to do the talking.
Oh my gosh. You'll start with how you met. Okay.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, Chris. This is Marlene, and
this is Tran.
Thank you so much for putting this together and giving us an opportunity to say hi to you. You have really just been instrumental and just so inspiring in how you inspired us to Oh gosh. Contribute to our community and just not take for granted that what we see around us took a lot of effort, and it takes, all of us contributing, every generation, every person. So thank you. We want to just do what we can to renovate the Norwood House and honor all your efforts for it. So I'm glad that Tran met you that fateful day.
Yeah. I just want to say if you have any tips for us, because we're really new at this, please share it with us. I don't know if you remember, Chris, but how I even got into this is because I love shopping, and I somehow ended up at your parents' estate sale, and I met Wolf and Charlotte, who told me about the Norwood House and told me about you, and I showed up to the Norwood House the next day and just felt really good energy about it. And then I think you, Wolf, showing up that first day with me, Marlene, and Syra really confirmed with me that this is where we want to start helping. So thank you for showing up that day. I didn't know that you were sick. I just thought to myself, wow, look how cool he is, like riding this electric bike like around. And
You've almost convinced me to buy it. I'm still thinking about it.
I'm also thinking about it. Yeah, I've been asking around for a good discounted electric bike. And I also went to Boston, and I realized how people bike everywhere there, and it was just really an amazing experience when I was there. But anyway, sorry, no more rambling. I just want to say that you have really inspired us, and we are going to keep the candle lighting for you.
And it was an honor meeting Denise as well.
Yeah, she's so cute. Congrats. All right, that's it.
Great. Happy birthday, Chris. It was really important for me to be here today. I'm very thankful for your friendship, for your kindness, for everything that you've done for me, but everything you've done for everyone in the city and so many folks at City Hall. Your legacy will be forever, and I'm just so appreciative to call you a friend, a mentor, and just want to wish you nothing short of happiness and all the love in the world. So happy birthday, and I'll see you outside in a bit.
Happy birthday! I hope this is on. I have no idea. These guys, no one knows what's going on. So I'm excited for this whole world that whoever is watching this helped create. And what happens to this video in the future? Do we inspire more minds? I've met young, bright, amazing minds here tonight that are changing the world. I'm like, where have you been? They're just like, we're just changing the world, but now we're going to get really serious about it. So I'm just blown away by everything and everyone. And there's more and more people wanting to be right here, so I'm going to hop up and give this seat up. It's an amazing seat. Thank you. Thank you, everything. Thank you for every day. Bless you. Love you. Bye.
Hey, Chris. We met back in 2002, so it's been 22 years. Who knew back then how much our worlds would overlap, how much you would blaze a path for me personally in my life, but certainly for this city. And you've been a mentor, whether you ever signed up for that role or not. You are a mentor to me in so many different ways, in so many different capacities, and I'm incredibly grateful. And I know the city is incredibly grateful, and everybody here tonight is incredibly grateful for your service to this community and just the life you've lived as an example for all of us. Thanks. I love you.
Well, I've been asked to speak. So, Chris and I have been friends for many years, and we have served together on the Old Austin Neighborhood Association Board of Directors together for I don't know how many years. He's been on the board for 30. I think we've
served together for maybe 12 years, 15 years, and I live in close proximity. I live at Westgate Tower, just maybe 4 blocks over from Chris's house here, and I walk a lot in the neighborhood, and often I see him. He's always out in the yard doing something, has been, and it's just really wonderful to be able to be here today to celebrate his 60th birthday. I'm not going to mention my birthday that's coming up, what year that might be, but anyway, it's wonderful to be able to celebrate that milestone birthday with Chris and Denise today, and his many friends, and so it's wonderful.
I'm Michael Barnes. I'm a columnist for the Austin American-Statesman, and I've gotten to know Chris over the years, reporting on many subjects, including old neighborhoods, especially this one. He was my guide when I first dug deep into the old Austin neighborhood, and there have been many cases in digging up Austin history that Chris has been a great partner in crime. And I'm delighted to be here for the 60th birthday, and delighted to see the crowd too. He's a much loved man, and I think he's having a great time, and he looks great.
When we got to work on parking reform, it was such an honor, and we just realized that we were standing on the shoulders of giants. The work that was done ahead of time was so impactful, and we were able to do so much more because of that. The birthdays are great. We want to celebrate Chris's 60th birthday, and there's no other way to celebrate than filling a house full of people you love. And so, happy birthday, Chris.
Hey, Chris. It's Kathy Sikolik, obviously. I just wanted to say what a difference you've made for us. Love you. Okay, I'm back. You made a big difference. Thank you. I couldn't have done any of the work I did without support from you and everybody else in this area, and it meant the world. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Chris. As I mentioned earlier, I'm just amazed by all that you have done in your life, and I am happy to celebrate you and everything you've done today. I think my mom has told you a little bit about my interest in affordable housing, but you are a real inspiration to me in that, and I am happy to be celebrating your birthday today. Happy birthday.
Hey, Chris. Just wanted to say happy birthday. Love you. And thanks for dragging me around Austin to all your favorite bars in 1986 to see Toots and the Holler and the Derailers and all the rest of the great bands we saw together. So glad I could be here for your birthday. Love you.
Hey, I'm so glad to see you. Love you. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, Chris. I just want to say hi. I walked for you on your first campaign, and it was an influential thing for me. I was brought in by my friend Mike Litt, who I think has moved on to Nevada and maybe national politics now. But that was my gateway into Austin local politics, and still at it, still trying to fight for dense, walkable cities. And I think everyone credits you for inspiring a whole generation. So thank you, and happy birthday.
That's what I heard. Okay. Hey, Chris.
Haven't been part of the family but that long, but it's been great spending time with you. Enjoyed watching your journey, and it's been terrific. Wish you much happiness, and we will be seeing each other, I'm sure, quite often in the near future. Take care of yourself.
Well, Jeffrey Gerald.
Hi, Chris. Happy birthday. I have forever been telling people about the day I did not meet you when I was taking pictures in that park. And years later, your mother identified the teenager or preteen that was on top of the, I guess it's a lime kiln that was a structure in the park. I didn't notice anybody was there. I certainly didn't know it was you. But I found out when your mother identified you when she saw that picture. I don't remember the circumstances of her seeing it. But from that point on, every time that there was an opportunity to work with you, I was happy and encouraged about the younger set coming along and making a big difference, which you did. I picture you on a bike, riding around town, sometimes with Leah. The only thing I have against you is that you stole Leah from my office. You may not remember that, but I do. In the end, I think that was good. Leah was kind enough to point me in the direction of Marissa Ballas, who was an equally good sort of get it done person in my office. Anyway, our paths have crossed a lot, thank goodness. I promise you I'm going to continue what I'm doing as long as I can do it. But I wanted to say, glad to know you.
Hi, Chris. It's Hayden. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Happy 60th. I'm so glad you called me and asked me to pick up Lick coffee ice cream. I bought 4 pints because I wanted you to be able to share with your family. I was glad that you clarified that it wasn't for all 100 attendees. But so I'll confess that I bought a 5th pint for us, and then I had a few bites, maybe more than a few, because it was really good. So anyway, happy birthday. We love you, and really, really incredible to get to be at your house 2 times in 1 week and see all of our favorite people, including you. Thanks, Chris.
Hello, Chris. Happy birthday from Alan Holt. And, of course, I just have so much admiration and an affection for you. And, of course, it begins because you showed me such kindness and so much support when we first met years ago. And over time, as I got to understand and know you as a person, not only for the extraordinary things you did for your city, but for the gentle, sweet, generous, kind, happy, vivacious, and open, curious man that you are. And I really appreciate so much that I got a wee bit of a chance to know you as a friend. And so taking all of that in my heart and offering it all up to you on your 60th birthday.
Proud. Hey Chris, Laura Toops here. Happy birthday, young 60-year-old. Love memories of the city and seeing you and all things about urban living and bicycling, and I felt guilty driving my car here today, but wishing you a very, very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris. I'm so glad to be here for you and with you. Love you. Bye.
Hey, Chris. It's Peter Nolan. We need to keep meeting like this. Happy birthday.
Hey, Chris. Wow, what a wonderful tribute this is for you today. Oh, my gosh. You deserve it, every single bit of it. What all these people coming and just because they want to be with you and love you and for all your accomplishments. Thank you for being Denise's companion for these years and to being her husband. Love you. Just keep taking care of yourself. And I keep always telling you, you have so much hope. And that's a big one. And I love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
All right. Hi, I'm Monique Baudet, and I work for the City of Austin, and actually went to high school with Michael. We graduated in the same class and was friends with Jenny. Moved to Austin in summer before 8th grade at O'Henry, and met Chris in 2007 when he was running for city council. And I was working for the city in the bicycle and pedestrian program, and so I think that's all I have to say as far as our worlds colliding. And we did a lot of good work when he was on city council, and I was on staff. And I just can't say enough for how wonderfully he enhanced that part of my career, which was almost a decade, I guess. And he continued even after, he continued to be involved even after he wasn't on council anymore, and I'll just never forget him. He's just, will have a place in my life forever. And I want to say for the record that his work has saved so many lives. He's made Austin streets so much more livable for everybody, those driving cars, walking, biking, and that will definitely be his legacy. So. Thanks.
Hi, it's Cheryl Cole, and I first met Chris when he was working for Oscar Mazzei on the Supreme Court with my husband Kevin, who was working for Jack Hightower. He was an intellectual then, and he still is an intellectual. We served on city council from 2006 to 2014. I remember him talking to me seriously about environmental issues and how I had to get a bicycle. And this is a photo that I brought to Chris for his birthday of him and I at Houston-Tillotson College during the Major Dudley tournament. Chris was such a believer. And he called me a few weeks ago and he said, Cheryl, I'm really disappointed that I voted against the Nathaniel Sanders verdict the first time. And I said, Chris, you changed your vote and ultimately you voted for it. He said, still, I wanted to let you know. And I also heard from Nathaniel Sanders' mother that she had gotten a call from Chris. He had gotten her number from Adam Lowy. And he wanted her to know how much he regretted that initial verdict. And she said, God has forgiven you, Chris. It's okay. And he said, I wanted you to know. And then finally he called me because I was at the city council meeting when we named a portion of the trail after him. And he said, Cheryl, I didn't get to say hello to your mother. And she sends her regrets that she was not here today, but she was here Wednesday with the new Urbanist. She considers her walker her bicycle. So I want you to know that my family, Kevin, me, and Nelson, and Marcus, and Femi, send you our love and happy birthday.
Chris, my birthday brother, man. I have so enjoyed knowing you over these years and working with you, and thank you for everything that you've done. It's just so much. Austin has changed so much because of you. We're the city that we are now because of you, and I just want to thank you for your public service and thank you for your dedication to the people. And you know, it's been an honor knowing you and working with you. And when I started working with the city, you know, it was so hard to get things done, and there wasn't anything happening as far as bike and pedestrian. You know, we were talking about it, but nothing happened. And then you came along and you made it happen, bro. And it's snowballed into, you know, this much more livable city that we have now. So thank you. We love you, bro.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Just wanted to say hello, and I guess unfortunately goodbye. I have enjoyed our friendship throughout the years, and I appreciate your counsel. You're always willing to lend a helping hand, and your advice for me was very helpful. I always enjoyed our lunches together. You know, for his family, I think you already know this, but Chris is one of the best people on this planet. I've never met probably anyone who is as selfless as him, working for the betterment of the city of Austin, for urbanism, for, you know, the environment, for bikes, for all of that stuff. And, you know, after college he could have done anything with his time and life, and he put it toward the service of others, and I don't think there's anything more admirable that you can do. I wish this wasn't happening. I'm very sad, but his memory will live on in the ways that he's changed Austin for the better, and he's impacted so many people's lives. So I don't know what else to say, but Chris is a great man. Thank you.
Chris, it's me, Perla Cavazos. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to be here today on July 12th, Friday, July 12th, and that I got a chance to see you after so many years. I know our lives have carried us in different directions since we ran against each other for city council back in 2009. It's been a long time. I think I've seen you a couple of times since then, but I just want to give my gratitude to you for the incredible experience we shared running for city council. I think we're both two people who really care about the city and our community. I think we had very similar ideals, goals of what we wanted to see in our city that we love so much. You got more votes than I did, and that's perfectly fine. I think you did a great job representing, I think, what we both cared about, including housing affordability, which is an ongoing issue. And I just want to say thank you for being such a gracious opponent in that campaign so long ago, and just for doing so much meaningful work in this community. And I'm glad I got to be here to see you. Thank you for everything that you've done in Austin. And I think all the people that showed up today is a testament to your work.
Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to We love you, Chris. We love you, Chris. Oh my God.
Thank you all so much for being here. I see some people who I'm sorry I haven't been able to visit with everybody yet, but I really hope to get to. So please don't go away if we haven't had a chance to visit and share a hug. Actually, my hugging arm is
Don't hug him.
It's kind of giving out on me. I already have a broken clavicle, and it's
The right one, avoid the right.
yeah. So anyway,
left-handed hugs.
yeah. So anyway, thank y'all for being here. It's this is oddly enough a very, very joyful time in my life, and the reason for that is because of you guys. You guys have filled my life with so much joy and love. I feel so blessed. I've been that way my whole life. I feel, and I don't know what I did to deserve a partner like Denise and a family like I've got who have been so good at taking care of me, and friends like you. Nobody could ever ask for anything more, and I'm just so happy. And it feels like a great blessing to have this opportunity to kind of have a prolonged passing where I get the chance to actually thank people for being part of my life and for bringing me so much love and joy. And it makes me feel like I can exit this world with a very full heart, knowing that so many good people like you are here and will be carrying on so much good work and and bringing so much love to so many others, and it's the world is such a joyful place, and I feel happy. I'm sure I would have liked to enjoy it a little bit longer, but I have no regrets about leaving right now because it has been so full, and that is because of you guys. And so thank you guys so much for being part of my life and making it what it's been. You guys have all, in your own way, you've all been very, very special to me. And I love every single one of you, and I appreciate every one of you for being here. So you continue to be a model.
Okay.
I know.
Another time you were talking about where you were crossing at Ultra, I knew exactly what you meant. Like, it's never green, so you don't want to go down.
Yeah.
So I think there was another time where we were both in a hurry about that.
We're doing John Lennon's Imagine. We're doing Maynard Ferguson. No, actually, we're doing that instrumental. We're doing Maynard Ferguson's Gonna Fly Now. That's the 5th rock.